Hey, how you guys doing? It's me, Kim, with Warriors at Surviving. I'm going to finish up the lamp, and we're going to do a two-card read, and that's going to be it for today because I'm kind of tired. Um, we have spent the whole weekend being sick. My son was sick Thursday and Friday, and then I was sick yesterday, Friday and Saturday, and so I want to hurry up and get this done and figure out what I'm going to do on my next video. Okay, so what we have done here is we have put on a stencil. Now, what I found out was I probably need better tape or something. I don't know. Um, so I'm going to hold it down. Yeah, I want you to see what I'm doing. Okay. So we got this beautiful gold paint. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hold it down and do a swirl. Yeah, I needed a better adhesion to the stencil on the yeah, the stencil to the okay. Let's see what we got. Didn't do as well as I thought it would. It kind of got a little bit murky. So we have this, 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 and this. So this part's done. Also, I will be going over this with the varnish later. After everything has dried and cured, I will do that. Matter of fact, do that with all your furniture, not upholstery. You don't have to do it with upholstery, but like the rocking chair we did. See, yeah, I got to go over that with a wax varnish. Okay, so this is done. Set it out of the way. And we are going to, oops, well, wait, what happened to my light here? Okay. I've probably set this down a little bit more. Yeah. I want to see the lamp, not me, so. Okay. All right. So, I've already did one coat. And we're going to do the other coat. Oops. That was a little too wet. Yeah. I didn't realize this was this wet. Anybody do anything fun this weekend? Now this is not going to be perfect. I didn't put like a sealer on it. Well, like, okay, the other lamp that matches this that I did, it was, I put some I know you can't see me. Hopefully my stuff will be here this week. Hopefully. And I got to order a computer this week. Hint, hint, if you want to donate some money to the cause for the computer. And it's not going to be a real expensive one. Home Shopping has one for $3.99 that I'm going to get, and they offer FlexPay, so. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple light sets I want to get. One with like an arm. And a ring light that can clamp on and I can move it around. And then the tripod with the light and the camera holder, that will work for me. I might have another lamp. That'll be the next project. I'm not sure yet. And that lamp is truly old. So I don't want to hear it if you collect antiques, okay? I don't want to hear it. You know, I went through this the other night with my girlfriend on the phone. She likes antiques. Refurbishing. No, I believe in it's lived its life like it was. If you are an antique collector, that's fine. I'm not. I like antiques, but I also like color. I like giving it a new life. And my friend Pam and I were talking. Also leave comments. Subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. It's going to get better. Hang in there with me. I promise you. I promise you it will get better. I'm working out the kinks. And my son told me today, because I told him I was a little upset with some of my painting videos, and he reminded me how many videos I had and said, Mr. Beast, apparently he's a gamer on YouTube, and he's like a multimillionaire. He started out in like a trailer park in Greenville, North Carolina, being a gamer on YouTube, and became a millionaire with his videos. And my son said, to quote Mr. Beast, this is for all you out there thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you just need to start it. As Dodash says, start it, show up and participate. Show up and participate. Get your first 30 out of the way. You're making a habit with your first 30, okay? Do what you can now. And don't say I don't have the equipment. Yeah, you do. You have the equipment. You have a cell phone. You can use that. I'm using a cell phone. Everybody else. You don't need fancy equipment. Yeah. I'm using a selfie stick that the light does not work half the time, and I had to use this is ridiculous. I had to put this to hold the top part of my phone in it. So And I'm doing this in my bedroom. I don't have a studio. Maybe one day I will. Maybe, you know, more people will like my channel and subscribe, watch my videos, share them, learn something from me. And I think we're about done. Because I just needed to go over. There was a reason why I wanted to do that black. Because it kind of gives it off a brassy, not just gold. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. What I was saying is what my son said. Mr. Beast said, don't complain after your first 30 videos. Don't say I made 30 videos or something to that effect. Come to me on your 101. Because there's this thing called algorithms, and I don't know how it works, but anyhow, it's algorithms. And trying to see where they fit you. And I don't know how many other artists out there are doing, you know, oracle card readings. I'm just taking up time, and I'm getting some camera time in so I can feel comfortable. Who knows, I might take a week off and decide we're going in a totally different direction. But for now, this is how we're doing it. Because I got to get used to it. And I think we are done. Now, if you guys knew what this lamp looked like before, my cousin's not going to believe how this turned out. Okay, my son might have to fix that. Okay. I did the gold on the inside. Okay. And I'm going to leave this black. And this, my friends, is the new lamp from the 70s or 80s. It looks a lot better. I'm happy with it. Okay, so and the 2 cards. Oh, my knee. This is what happens when you get older. Your knees don't want to work. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. See, I came back. I put some videos up last night of the cats playing in catnip. And, Jinx is, he's the boy cat. And he's a little... Last night was the first night he ever played with or he got into the catnip. And he had a good time. Now, Miss Bella, for the last 3 or 4 months that I've had her, she loves the catnip. Really loves catnip. So you know, they do crazy shit. Oh, they do crazy stuff all the time. Okay, so what was the your okay. Yeah, I've already shoveled them and I've already separated them and they've already done everything. The reason why I'm not shuffling them in front of you and cutting them in front of you isn't because I'm trying to hide anything, because I'm not. It's that that's why I need the I'm not sure what to call it, but it is bendable, it's adjustable, it's flexible, it's straight up, and you can move it different ways. And then there's another arm, and you can move it different ways. And it has the ring light and a place to put the camera. And then I can put that up there. But at some point, this mirror here is going to be redone and moved out of here. Hopefully I get it done and on the wall before summer so that I can look outside while I'm painting. Okay, because I'm up in the trees. I'm not as far up in the trees as I was this time when we first moved here. We lived in the top floor, and we were literally when you looked out the window, you were looking at the top of the trees. Okay, so these two cards are, again, I get my stuff from Rebecca Campbell. You can find her online. I'm not an affiliate of hers. I just bought some cards. They interested me. And I thought, well, now let's add something different. You guys don't want to sit here and watch paint dry, do you? I mean, I don't. Okay, so, star bathing. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Pretty card. The crystal grid is, I'm getting paint all over me. Envisioned as a powerful, energetic conduit for energy and consciousness. Okay, star bathing. The stars are constantly showering emissions onto the crystalline grid, which is the conduit for energy and consciousness, on the crystalline grid of the Earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many star seeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally, to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity's forgotten. Yeah, I think humanity's forgotten a lot of things. Human decency, empathy, compassion for the fellow man. We're not going to go there, it's political, so I'm shutting my mouth. To activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity's forgotten, and all of that information is stored in the crystalline grid. If you pull this card, you may be called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid. Conduit for energy consciousness of the Earth. Anchors divine cosmic frequencies on the planet. You may be guided to journey to particular places on Earth to unlock these cosmic codes. With your presence, you may also be interested in a practice called starbathing meditation, and on her website, she has that. You can go to, I don't know, it's Rebecca Campbell Oracle Starseed Oracle cards. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the conduit for energy and consciousness of the Earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It can also mean that you your light body, the energy body in its highest form, is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. So you might be feeling pulled to do something that, you know, means something. Not a God, okay? Don't worry about God. Activation. Place your heart on the portal of, your hand on the portal of your heart and whisper, I open myself up to receiving the wisdom of the crystalline grid beneath me. May the stars and the earth inform and heal me. And as they do, may it heal the earth as well. And the other one, yeah, I know, I look like the absent-minded professor. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. Well, obviously you have something to do with art, creativity, because you're watching me. So let's do that card. And this is short. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. You're the artist of your life. You paint the picture the way you want it to be. And your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. And everybody can create. You know, I remember one time I had a friend, she went to art school, and she had made this beautiful, it was a huge painting that was almost the length of her couch. And it was of a magnolia. And it was just absolutely, kind of think Georgia O'Keeffe kind of thing. And it was just absolutely breathtaking. And she could sketch. I can't sketch. Well, I can. You just probably wouldn't know what I'm trying to do. I wouldn't even know what I was trying to do. So, and I would say, you are so talented. You're so creative. Look how artistic you are. And she said, everything is a technique. You learn the technique. Yeah, you do. You learn the technique. You learn how to use the brush. You watch other artists on YouTube. You get ideas from Pinterest or Instagram or wherever, and you don't copy them, but as one of my art professors, Mr. Creech, used to say, you don't copy their work. You can use their work to guide you, but think about how you can make it better and how you can make it yours. So we're going to be doing canvases later on. Right now I got to get some things out of the way, and so I'm just picking up stuff that's been sitting in the floor that needs to be done, and then, you know, I'll sell it or give it away. I don't know. I'll put it somewhere. I don't know. Okay, so you can do anything you want to do. You just have to take the steps to do it. Don't say, I'm not creative. Don't say, I don't have any talent. Don't say, I can't paint. As my stepdad used to say, can't, never could. Maybe you really can't paint, but maybe there is something you can do to release the creativity. Because I look at the creativity. Now, that cat needs to leave. I guess he's had enough of us. And there was Mr. Jenks. He had to go out, and he was squalling very loudly. Bella's rolling around in the catnip again. Anyhow, as I was saying, my stepdad would say, can't, never could. Figure out what you can do, an outlet for your creativity, and do it. You might be able to make wreaths that nobody else can. Or maybe you make great bows. Maybe you do coloring books. Just find an outlet for your creativity. When I paint, especially if I'm doing canvas, I'm putting a lot of myself, my spirit, my soul into that creation. So when I sell it or I give it away, they've literally gotten a piece of my soul. Because it takes that's in you, you bring it forward and you work with it. And you can do it. Don't think you can't. Don't say you can't. You can. You can do anything you want to do. And also, I said my 66-year-old friend was out taking pictures. No. Last night she called me, and when I mentioned her in a video, she said, I'm not 66, I'm 68. She's 68 years old, going around rural North Carolina, taking beautiful pictures of abandoned homes, abandoned communities. There was once life thriving there, but it's not thriving there anymore. They built housing subdivisions. But at one time, it was a community of farmlands, or people owning just enough, land for them to live off of. And her pictures are beautiful. And I'm so proud of her to step up at 68 years old. And then she tells me she's going to go to Cairo because she wants to go. She's 68. You can do anything you want to. Don't let age stand in the way. Okay, so let's get back to this. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What are you being called to create? Because we're being called to create something, or you wouldn't have landed here. Reconnect with your manifestations, power, and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibration that makes them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. Yeah, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you need to be consistent. You need to show up, and you need to participate. I read a study one time that if you do something, for example, stop smoking. It takes 28 days to create a habit. If you can go 28 days without smoking, you pretty much put it down. But I have to take Chantix, which next time I go to the doctor, I'm going to be asking for that because I've got to stop smoking with my COPD and emphysema. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud what you are most thankful for. Look for the good in your life, and the one thing will be certain: you'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences, information in your world. This card is inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas and the pictures is completely up, and the picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life that you most long to live. You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. What have you been called to create? How can you express yourself more creatively? What are you being called to create in your life? Trash to treasures, taking something old, making it new, furniture flipping, art on canvas, acrylics, oils, swipe paint, um, liquid pour, whatever it's called. It's amazing to watch them do it. Um, Abstracts, murals, find something that allows you to let your creativity flow. And as a friend of mine said, when I said I was telling him that, was my channel good? I said, no, it needs work. I'm learning that as I go along. And I said, was my painting of that chair good? No, it was okay. I sit back and look and see, oh, well, I should have done this. I should have done that. But I'll learn as I go. Just like you will learn as you go. You just build model cars. Just find the creative outlet inside of you and let it flow. You deserve that. You deserve to share whatever it is that's your creativity, your talent, your skill. That needs to be shared with others. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you next time. I hope everyone had a good weekend, and I hope they have a good week. May peace be with you. I don't have the thing I have to do it this way. Y'all just got to get used to me. I'm kind of nuts.